Hi all, welcome back to my channel Reviews with Rush. If you are new here, do subscribe to my channel. Most of the times we close our eyes to our kids' nasty behavior which is harmful for them in the long run. At times we close our eyes to the brilliance, the exceptional potential that they have, and that makes them feel like a mediocre, which is harmful too. Because then that potential goes unpolished, unharnessed. Sometimes we are partial to one of the two or three children that we have. Mostly, as per the book especially, it happens that if we have a girl and a boy, both kids, we are more partial towards the boy. Like, especially the father, if he has a business, is partial towards the boy, assuming that he is going to carry the business ahead. And that makes us doubt our girl child's potential and is and stops us from giving her the exposure that she deserves. This gets worse when we look at them, usually a girl child, as a scab. Now, let me tell you what that is because we do it, we know people who do it, but it's a new word just. They had a son called Michael and a daughter called Matilda, and the parents looked upon Matilda in particular as nothing more than a scab. A scab is something you have to put up with until the time comes when you can pick it up and flick it away. As if it's some mosquito that you killed or it's some dirt that you just pick off your cloth and flick it away. That's the treatment this girl gets in the book Matilda by her parents. But let me still continue a little further. For normal parents, it would mean the world to them if kids asked for a book to read instead of sitting in front of the telly watching the idiot box. That's not the case for her. It would be a proud moment for parents if their children would express or weigh honesty over earning money with tricks and wrong means. You would regard your child as it would be like an award for you because you raised them right. That's not the case with Matilda's father. When she points out his crooked behavior in his business, the father gets upset. It would keep the parents rest assured if the kid could give it back to the people who ill-treat them, either by putting a super glue on the hat or making the parents feel that there's a ghost in the house because the parents have been bullying the child, and or putting bleach in the oil when the father has to apply that oil, and it just makes all the hair fall off. Now, all these smart tricks she has learned because she realized one thing, and that's one of the major takeaway of this book. She seemed to know that neither crying nor sulking ever got anyone anywhere. And now that, for a 4-year-old, is a great lesson to have learned early on in life. Because it's not, when you read this book, you'll realize that it's not the parents putting up with Matilda, it's Matilda, the poor child, putting up with the parents. Tolerating them. Because she gets ignored, she gets insulted, she's forced to watch TV, she's not given any books, she's left all alone. The mother is busy playing bingo, the father is busy out, does not come home. The brother is in school on those times, so he cannot be blamed. But she's left with no one to look after her. And nobody takes her to the library, she goes herself. Nobody buys her books, she has to borrow them. Nobody cares about how brilliant she is at maths. They don't acknowledge it. They feel that she has copied, she stole it, she stole the paper, she eyed on the paper to see the answer. Her talents are disregarded, ignored, and only the center focus of the discussion is the son all the time. And that's what makes her do all these tricks on her father, basically. Surprising thing is, would you or would you not beat up your child for knowing arithmetic, getting to the right answer without using a pen and paper? Would you? Of course not. Would you doubt her talent that, oh, you peeped in when I was asking, that is why you know the answer, right? You cheat, you're a lie. Would you do that? You might give her another sum to solve and then verify it, right? No, that did not happen with Matilda. Her father got frustrated, annoyed, and called her a cheat, a liar. And that's when she got upset. However, Matilda's parents did everything, but they were never nice to her. They had almost abandoned her. And then soon, something good happened for her. She went to school. 90% of the times, we as school children, we go to school, we wait for our favorite teacher to come, take our class, especially our free periods, and we also hope to see her first thing in the morning so that our day will go well. And it never crosses our mind that where do teachers live? Are they rich or are they poor? We only look at them and admire their dresses, their jewelry, if it's a female teacher, or uh, if it's a sir, then we would just comment like the color of the shirt is nice, or he's wearing something good today, or maybe he's looking good, and things like that. But we would never think, or of course, we would say that this teacher is strict, that sir is very strict, I would stay away from that. Oh my god, that sir is going to take the class. Oh my god, my nails are not cut. It's a PT period today. Things like that. We would never sit and say, or even as friends, even during our recess time, we would never think, we come to our homes after the school gets over. Where do teachers go? Of course, to their homes, but where are they? We live here close to the school. Where do the teachers live? It never comes to our mind. We never question, are they rich or are they poor? Are they very poor? Is the school salary enough for them? Is the principal behaving well with them? Or is it just the children? Is it us who are causing trouble to them? Is it the principal causing trouble to them? Is it their family that is causing trouble to them? We have our friends, our brothers, sisters, parents with whom we live. And when we have a problem, we go to our teachers. Usually it's a class teacher or some other teacher who we feel better with, who we feel safe with. Nowadays we also have counselors. But if children trouble the teacher, she goes to the principal. What if principal is a headache? She cannot come back to the children. The only option for her is you either put up with her until the time comes that you flick the job off, but you cannot do that in most cases. Then what do? You certainly would not, as a teacher, go to the child, right? But that's exactly what happens in this book. The principal of the school is a horrible, horrible, horrible person. She does not treat the children well. She does not treat the parents well. She does not treat the teachers well, certainly. She thinks that she is doing a favor on them by letting them come here and study, by letting them be in their nursery, junior KG classes, and she just torments them and insults the teacher. There's no respect for them, no respect for parents, nothing at all. Now, Matilda discovers some powers for her, within her. Matilda discovers some powers within her. If you have seen Stranger Things, then you know that Millie Bobby Brown, is able to move things without actually touching them. The same power is given to Matilda, and she uses that power to help Miss Honey get what is rightfully hers but has been snatched away from her by the principal. Now, how the principal can take away something that is rightfully Miss Honey's, that's the name of the teacher, I'd like you to read the book because I do not want to give a lot of spoilers. Now, let's get to the other part of the story. So, basically, this book is about Matilda, the little girl who has exceptional talent, who is a gifted child, basically, to say so, and uses that gift, that strength, that ability to help Miss Honey, her teacher, get what is rightfully hers back from the principal. How did the principal actually take that thing away? Why did she take it away? And how she gets that thing back from the principal is something I'd like you to read. But my takeaways from this book are very important. And if you have been with me till here, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button if you have enjoyed this video. It will make me happy. Now, first thing, place your children at your first priority on the priority list over television. When you read this book, you realize not all parents place their children as their first priority. They want to watch the TV, then talk to the teacher to know what is happening in their kid's life, especially that girl's life. They're like, be quick, finish it off. We have our important daily soap going on. Your talks are not important. That's the treatment she gets when the teacher visits Matilda's house. Second, do not waste your energy over egoist, brainless, ignorant people. Whether they are the principals, whether they are the parents, whether they are anyone. Do not waste your energy over them. And that's what I learned from Matilda in this book. Third, if you put all your mental energy into something constructive, certainly you will be surprised at the miracle that is taking place. Fourth, read books. And I'm going to share a list of few books that you can read to your kids and you can read as a parent for yourself as well as if you are a teacher. Just a moment. Animal Farm by George Orwell, Nicholas Nickleby by Charles Dickens, Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens. And there's a little note from Matilda for you to be motivated to reading. The books transported her into new worlds and introduced her to amazing people who lived exciting lives. She went on an olden days sailing ship with Joseph Conrad. She went to Africa with Ernest Hemingway and to India with Rudyard Kipling. She traveled all over the world while sitting in her little room in an English village. And if you're a teacher watching this channel, and watching this video specifically, then I have a little benefit for you. And that is right here. Read Nicholas Nickleby Miss Honey by Mr. Dickens. Read about Mr. Wackford Squeers, the admirable headmaster of Dotheboys Hall. He knew how to handle the little brutes, didn't he? He knew how to use the birch, didn't he? He kept their backsides so warm you could have fried eggs and bacon on them. Those who don't know what bacon is pork. Okay? Pig meat. A fine book that, but I don't suppose this bunch of morons we've got will ever read it, because by the look of them, they're never going to learn to read anything. Now that's the kind of perception the principal has. That's how she belittles these little children. So you see, she does not deserve to be a principal, but somehow it does happen that undeserving people, become the principal. That's the harsh truth. But there's one more thing to this book. Some books tell you what not to do. Some books tell you what to do. For a wise person, or rather I would put it as, for us, it is very important that, and it takes a lot of effort, honestly, to read and implement. Out of 10 things, you may be able to implement 3. Other 7 you may not even remember. And that's the biggest challenge. If you have enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe to my channel so that you get notified each time I come up with amazing book reviews. I'm going to come up with Charlotte's Web too. So stay tuned, take care, bye!